Hello, it's Patsy. So today I came on to do another video on angels, and I am going to do this one on Archangel Raphael. He is the second most called upon angel that I use, and he is often used when I do healing for myself or for other people, because he is the Archangel of healing. Now, people will probably find that strange and say, if you call upon this angel, why you still got dodgy eyes, and why is there so much sickness, etc. Well, like with all the angels, they haven't got magic wands. We here on earth are here to learn lessons, to make our own choices, because we have our own free will. So all they can ever do is guide and support us. And this is how Archangel Raphael helps with the healing, with guidance and support. Now, when you feel the energy of Archangel Raphael, you will find that he very often comes in on a green energy, a green, dark green, like this kind of green, this dark earthy green, which is the colour of healing, and also golds. But the green is associated with the healing, and also associated with the heart chakra. Which is also an important part of Archangel Raphael's work in helping us unblock that heart chakra. So this is the reasons why I call upon him. Not because I expect him to have a magic wand to make me better, or the person I'm healing better, but for him to give us guidance on how to help ourselves, but also to support us through helping ourselves. He can help with physical illnesses, mental health healing, because it works from the heart chakra, and it's the heart chakra that is mainly the chakra that causes knock-on effects, if you like, to other areas of our body. So if we have any sort of stress or anxiety, it's usually from something we hold within our heart. So by him working with that heart chakra is also helping with that, and the same with your soul as well. If you don't know your life purpose, normally we do know it's held within the heart, but again we put these blockages up. We have things happen to us as we grow up and as we move through adult life, that we keep locked away, that we don't speak about or we don't accept or acknowledge, and he helps us to unblock all these things that we keep held within. Sometimes we don't even realise we're doing this, sometimes we don't accept that, we put these barriers up around our heart, but more often than not we do, and this is where he can come in to help, to guide and support us in the right direction. I use him mainly, like I said, with the healing. So if I'm doing Reiki or healing on myself, I will call upon him to help, guide and support me. If I'm doing healing on someone else, then I'll ask him to be present to help with the healing process for the person that I'm doing. And even if I send healing, then I will also still ask for the angels to be there. And Raphael is always like one of the top ones. Michael and Raphael very often will work together anyway, and they're the two that I very often call together as well. So that's Archangel Raphael. And like I said, if you have not just physical illnesses, but emotional issues, or anything like that, you can call upon Raphael to help you to unblock that heart chakra. And very often you will find, once you start unblocking the chakra, that you allow more abundance into your life, because you're unblocking this. And but once we unblock our hearts, we allow others in, we allow love from others, we accept the love more easily, and by doing this we attract more abundance into our lives. So it kind of works in a cycle. So this is how Raphael works and how I find I work with him. Now I use the Archangel Raphael healing cards, And I'm just going to give you a quick look at them. There's the packs. And it just give you an idea of the sort of things that you can call upon them. The light's a bit bad. Detoxification. If you've got any, you know, like I was a cigarette smoker for years and years. Strangely enough, when I started working with Raphael, even though I'd tried to pack up smoking for an awful long time, and on several attempts I tried, I couldn't. But then one day I went to bed, got up the next morning and thought, I'm not smoking no more. That's it. That's me done. And I never touched another one. And this is how they can help you. They can guide you into making decisions and helping you make decisions without actually making them for you. And I do believe that it was when I started working with the angels that this detoxification took place. So if you have any you know, what's the habits that are, you know, are not good for you, you can call upon Raphael to help you, guide you to and support you through stopping that. Do you know what I mean? So again, it goes with the caffeine free. I haven't drank coffee for years, but I do still drink tea. But caffeine is another addiction. That's the word I'm looking for. Another addiction that some of us have. Hydration. We don't drink enough water. I'm quite aware of the fact that I don't drink more water, and I do try to listen when I am guided to drink more of water to hydrate myself. Meditation. Why meditation? Why is meditation healing? It is because it allows us to go within, to look within ourselves, to look within our heart centre, where we always find our answers. We just aren't always listening. Meditation stills the mind enough for us to go into the heart. And we have the organic foods, you know, free from all the preservatives and all the extras that are added on. Sometimes we just buy things without even thinking about it, but organic is always the best route. And we have stretch. Again, you know, very often, even if we're finding it difficult to get around and have much movement in their body, especially as we get older, just by simply stretching and, you know, moving our body, even if we're sitting, just stretching will help the circulation. Sunlight is a great healer. Not always for me because of my eyes. It makes my eyes very sore and irritated, but on the whole, we need to get out in the sunlight, covered up of course, and not in a dangerous way, but to allow the energy of the sun. Easy does it. Sometimes we push ourselves too hard, and sometimes we just need to take it easier, to be kinder to ourselves. We have recovery. You know, it's self-explanatory really. Sometimes when we've had an illness or we've gone through something in our life, whether that's challenges or physical or mental or emotional, we rush back into it, and sometimes we just need to give ourselves time to recover. Sometimes it's relationships that need healing, relationships with others and relationships with ourselves. And this again is where Archangel Raphael can come in. Listen to your intuitive feelings. Again, this comes from the heart chakra. And very often, because we block it, we don't listen to that intuitive side of us either. And he can come in again. Raphael can come in to help you know what your life purpose is, know what the answers are, because it's deep within you, and he can help you guide and show you that. And then we have exercise is the key. Again, this goes with the stretching. If you can exercise is great for the body to keep it moving, keep your heart moving, and it's very good in other ways as well. Emotionally, it can, you know, affect us emotionally, and as well as physically and mentally. It's very good to, you know, take a walk in nature, take a walk in the fresh air, take a jog if you can jog or run or any kind of exercise just to get us moving. Expect a miracle, because miracles can happen. You know, we very often say, oh, that can never happen. They can. They do happen, and they can happen. Massage, again, sometimes it's just good to have that blood flowing. through the body. Children, you know, this can go in, you know, especially a busy mother whose life is her children, and how busy they can make you, you know. And sometimes when we worry about our children, especially, you know, and as they get older, they're always still our children, you can call upon Raphael to guide them and to support them and, you know, to keep them safe. Sometimes we need to consult someone else about our nutrition. You know, sometimes we don't know what's good for us and what we should be eating, what we shouldn't. And sometimes it's good just to get a bit of expert advice. Sometimes we just need to have faith that things are going to work out well. A lot of us have this natural ability to heal ourselves. It's just listening to our own bodies to know what it needs to bring that healing on. And sometimes we're that turned, you know, closed off that we don't heal it, but we all have this ability to know what our bodies need. Home help, sometimes again, like I said, we push ourselves and we won't ask for help, and sometimes we do need it. Sometimes we just have to accept things, not in a negative way, but, you know, sometimes we've tried everything we can and sometimes we just have to accept it. Sometimes, especially like me, and we have the allergy seasons come in, we have to help ourselves by staying away from the things that we know they're probably going to cause us a reaction. Improving health, you know, there's always ways we can try to do things to improve our own health, and by helping ourselves it improves our whole life as a whole. Sometimes a second opinion is needed. You know, sometimes if you're not happy and you feel that there's something been missed, or you think it's been misdiagnosed, then sometimes a second opinion is needed. And increased energy. Raphael can help you increase that energy if you call upon them to help you. But there's the ways that we can help ourselves to increase our own energy, and that, you know, a lot of that is exercise and the foods that we that we take in. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes we need to do more research on different things. Sometimes we hold things in our heart. Sometimes we don't realise it, but we often hold grudges, if you like. Sometimes we find it very hard to forgive. That just puts another barrier up around the heart. So, you know, forgiveness is usually the best way. Not for them. It's not them you're giving the forgiveness to. It's for yourself, for you to be able to move on. Prayer works. Whoever it is that you pray to, or whether it's not as much as a prayer as, you know, asking for help in your own way, however that may be, then it helps. Diet is important here. Again, that touches on the food side of things. Divine intervention, and that kind of, you know, goes along with the miracle, you know, that you can call upon the intervention and it can happen. Nobody says that it can't happen. They can touch us in ways that they feel we need our help, but again, we have to be able to hear that, because the way they tell us is very subtly through our own intuition and through our own guidance, and sometimes we shut off to hear that. So sometimes again, we have to work through to be able to hear the messages. Unconditional joy. Sometimes, you know, we just have to be joyful for the sake of living, for the looking outside in nature, and all that sort of thing. You know, sometimes we just have to be joyful for the sake of being joyful. Unconditionally. Do you know what I mean? There doesn't have to be a reason to make you happy. Simple yes. So if you're asking for a question, then it's, you know, give us your cares, you know, things that are worrying you and frightening you, then, you know, pass it on to the angels, ask them to guide and support you. Sleep. Sleep's very important. Good night's sleep. You know, find ways to give yourself a good night's sleep, and find out what works for you best, and to leave yourself enough time to get a good night's sleep, instead of working till midnight or out and about till midnight and got to be up at 4 in the morning, you know, then try to make sure you get a good night's sleep. Sobriety, again, it goes to the health of the body. Ask your body for a message. And like I said, that's again about going deep within and listening to your body, asking them what's not quite right, asking what you need to know. Call upon Archangel Raphael for help. Again, like I said, that's what I've been talking about. Sometimes we have to change doctors if we're not finding that we're being treated properly, or we feel that they're pushing us aside, then sometimes we need to change it. Fresh air, again, fresh air, nature, very important. Sometimes alternative medicines is the answer, not just drugs. Inner authority, again, it's listening to that inner self. Then we have Jesus, the divine healer. Again, you know, that's a Christian belief in a lot of respects, but to me, Jesus is one of the ascended masters, and he was the master healer, and that's where he fits into my practice as the healer. Stay positive. Sometimes we forget to do that, and we allow the negative of life bring us down, and it's so much better if we can try and stay positive. Laughter is the best medicine. Again, that goes with the positive. You can't feel sad for too long if you give yourself something to laugh at and have a good old laughter, even if it only lasts 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It just breaks that negativity for a while. And the last one is leave a stressful situation behind. Stress is never good. And if you can find a way of leaving whatever is causing this stress behind, then you will do your body a lot of good, mind and body and soul. So yeah, so that is my quick talk about Archangel Raphael. And this is quite a nice little deck. I mean, if you work with Raphael, to pull a card if there's something going on, you know, with your mind, body, spirit that you would like some guidance or support on, then this one will very often point you in that direction. But like I said, he's another angel that I do call upon, and I will put him out there for people to connect with if that's what they want. There's lots on the internet about ways you can connect with him, or just peeling music to get his energy and what have you. But I'm going to go because my eyes are getting really sore now, and I will speak to you all soon. Bye for now.